You know, one of my favorite artists is Drake. He has a song, 0 to 100. He talks about his come up. He brags about it. And it's inspiring, a kid from Canada. Either you guys are Canadian or you love Drake. I'm not sure yet. Okay, Canadian. Well, guess what? I'm from Edmonton. Okay. Most people, this is the most applause that anybody's got from Edmonton ever. So that's amazing. You know, people, they're inspired. This kid from Canada becoming the greatest hip-hop artist of all time. They brag about going from 0 to 100. By the way, as an Indian guy, as a brown guy, we love Drake. We love Drake. Brown guys will leave their city once and start posting Drake quotes. It happens all the time. But we talk about the come up, the 0 to 100. Started from the bottom, now we're here. The rise. But 100 to 0, that's really about disrupting yourself. The ability to come back down the mountain and back up again. Very difficult to do. You know, in my time being an innovation strategist, I have failed a ton. I've failed a ton. Working with big companies and small companies, I've failed on projects. It's because I didn't understand this one word, which was status. Now, status is something that we're uncomfortable with. We don't like talking about status. But status is wrapped around everything that we do. In life, at work, it's wrapped around our degrees, our positions, and our identities at the end of the day. I remember working with a group of sales trainers on a new strategy. They were classroom sales trainers. And we were working on a strategy on how we can make their work a little bit more video-based, on-demand, 24/7. There's a new style of training, of course, now that we're post-pandemic. And strategy went really well. We all high-fived. I left. The project was supposed to go through. And then I realized that the project actually was put on the shelf. I came back a few weeks later, and I sat down with one of the leaders, one of the sales training leaders, and I asked her, I said, what happened to this project? And she said something that actually I would take on every single project after that, which is this new stuff. This is not in my title to do. This is not in my title. This is not in my title. And then I realized at that point is that you can introduce all the disruptive technologies in the world and put it in somebody's pocket. But if they can't separate status from the job to be done, then it's dead on arrival. And of course, many people don't want to go from 100 to 0. It seems like too big of a drop. Why would I drop all my expertise? I've got up to this mountain. I'm not going to go back down. There's a famous Haitian proverb that says, beyond mountains, there are mountains. And, you know, sometimes if you go down your mountain, you'll realize that there are other mountains, even higher mountains that we can go off and climb. And going from 100 to 0, this is ultimately not only about disrupting yourself, but being vulnerable. And I believe that the most innovative leaders in the world are the most vulnerable. Let me repeat. The most innovative leaders are the most vulnerable.